Today we're going to look at Yetur Gross Matos. For the duration of this film, I'm going to be calling him 99. Penn State, number 99, of course, edge player. He's going to be in the conversation amongst the other edge guys that aren't named Chase Young or whatnot. So, we just got to talk about his traits a little bit and what makes him considerably, possibly a first-round pick or so. I think that's mostly because he plays edge, and edge guys are very important to the grand scheme of football, right? So I think what he is that he's a ball of clay for the most part, but what he is, like, think about his ceiling and what that means for somebody, right? You look at AJ Epinesa, he's at his floor kind of, sort of, so he's kind of what he is going to be. Chase Young is super athletic guy, but he can, of course, learn some things. Gross Matos is like 6'5" or so, 200 and mad pounds. Combine nerds, help me out in the chat box, please. But he shows you good measurables, good length. He just really don't know how to play football yet, right? What he is that he's really good versus the run, and he sets edges really well. And I kind of got another little gripe that we're going to talk about a little bit, but we're just going to break down the film and just get to it, man. Here's another few examples of him just setting the edge masterfully, and I had to pause the video to say masterfully setting the edge. Let's just take a look real quick. So Ohio State's going to run this thing to the left. We know J.K. Dobbins is a guy that likes to read and react or whatever, but boy, 99 does a fantastic job of setting this edge here masterfully. Goodness, if he don't do anything else, if he don't do nothing else, he sets the edge and he allows for the rest of his guys to come in and make flow plays, right? Because if 99 gets blocked right here, then let me come back, boom, boom, boom. If 99 gets blocked right here, like terribly or whatever, then JK could, bounce this thing outside. He can, wiggle in A gap somewhere, like right up on 73. But the fact that 99 really dropped everything right here and cut this whole situation off right here, it forced J.K. Dobbins back into all this trouble and turbulence, man. Masterful. Facts. Another example. They're going to run right in his direction. And look, after a while, if you watch this whole game, they just stop running to their side, or at least they stop, going heavy C gap. They'll either run to the other side, they'll pass the ball, they'll work their way in the middle somewhere. They stop trying to get heavy C gap out here with 9-9 because he really gets that foot in the ground, drops his hips, and he just stops it. Look at 75 just stop right here. 75 starts off in solid position, kind of, sort of, but man, 99 is going to drop his hips and it just stops. You see him just stop right there, and it forces JK to get real backside with it, man. Like it's top tier stuff right there. But let me kind of just hate on him for a little bit. So when we're watching 99 as a pass rusher, we got to keep in mind that he's not exactly refined at it. Like, he's very raw, but I think there's some other things that we're kind of missing. I think he's missing rushing with a plan. He's missing real, like, technical skills. He got the body for it, the size and the physical traits, I would say. And I would even say that he's powerful enough to do it, but I don't think he's violent enough in his pass sets. Now these things can be coached. Maybe they can't. I don't know. I'm just a YouTuber, right? I don't know what his mindset is. I don't know what 99's mindset is, right? But if you just take a look at this rush, you see a lot of rushes like this to where he just kind of don't get it going, right? Give me a little more than that. I'm not saying that he's lazy. I'm not saying that, because he gives effort throughout the game. And sometimes you will see some pass rushes. We're going to show a little bit of this later. You'll see some pass rushes where he's going a little faster than what he's going. But I think if he had a little more violence, and urgency here, he'll probably be a little better as a pass rusher. Let me show you another example. So he's lined up here at 3 tech, and I'm not the biggest fan of him at 3 tech. And there's a lot of people that think that I want to put all defensive ends at 3 tech. That's not the case. I think he's a full-time DN and he shouldn't be here. But sometimes they put 99 in at 3 tech to go rush the pass or whatever. Cool. It's your prerogative. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But it's just another example of, I just don't think he's violent all the time when I really want him to be, right? Now, don't get me wrong, he got in on his play, but how much more gangster would it have been if he would have gotten there earlier? Now, watch this. I understand if this was like a play action call and he kind of had to read it to see what was going on before he made his rush. That'll make sense to me, but it's empty. this empty. Like go get your guy. Like go get him. go get that guy up out of here. You know. Somebody's gonna be like, yo, Vach, what if he's playing contain? Well, he's in B gap, so I don't think he's doing that. I just wanted to see a little bit more from him. He's just kind of inconsistent and up and down with it. Now there are situations where he starts to move it a little bit, and he'll create a little pressure, but if he was a little more technical sound, he would have gotten the sack. Watch this. For whatever reason, he turned his jets on this play, and he got a little bit of pressure. He just didn't get there. And even on this play where he's rushing from the left defensive end spot, we see better jets than what we saw at first, right? It's just that we got to see a little bit more finish, you know? He just didn't get there. And this time he's lined up in B gap again, in which I really don't like. But maybe if he had a plan here, he'll be a little better off. You know what I'm saying? Just in B gap, dealing with a guard that's probably more powerful than you. It just seems like he didn't think this through prior to him, rushing. He just kind of lined up and went. I just got a few concerns on those things. He did have a sack in this game. I didn't want to take that away from him. I just didn't think that he did this consistently enough. And I could chalk this up to 75, just not moving his feet, but that's that just is what it is. Now, when he goes to the National Football League, is he going to run across some tackles that won't move their feet? I mean, sure, he'll probably run across a handful of them. Eric Flowers is in the league still. I'd imagine, but he's not going to run into this a lot though. I don't want to take anything from him. Right? He did get his sack here. He did get his he got his numbers here. I just want to know if that skill is going to translate into him doing it more often. Plus, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a left defensive end that's going to stop the run and not really pass rush that much, then that's cool. And I just wanted to show this one play this one time because I know people that have watched film on him have seen this. And I just wanted to touch on it and didn't really, I didn't want to like neglect it or like ignore it or whatever. Here's 9-9 right here, and Penn State stands him up and they actually drop him in cover sometimes. Every time they do it, I hate it. The YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/VachLombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. Yeah, man. So I was gonna stop the video right there, but a Penn State fan told me to go watch the Indiana game and tell me what you think about that. So I decided to pull up the Indiana game, and I'm gonna take a look at it, and I may give him 10 or so plays to change my mind. And if he hasn't done anything in 10 to 12 or so plays to change my mind, then I'm gonna stick with my verdict on Big 99. Let's take a look at him. Take a look at him. He's going to be on the right side of your screen here. So that's how we're going to do this. Defensive end, right side, our right, or defensive end, our left. We're going to run this clean. We ain't going to edit it. Let's take a look at 9-9 here, see what he does. Big 9-9. Ball kind of came out quick, but he did kind of run down the middle of these people, so whatever. He's going to be on the left side of your screen right now. And I know this because 18's on the other side. So now he's on the left side. Ball came out quick, but okay, so I ain't going to hold you for that. 99. Let's see what you got, buddy. He's on the left side again. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does there. Kind of try to use his length. If he uses his length, like watch this. Like if he would gauge distance with his left hand, stay square to the line of scrimmage, not square with the offensive lineman because that's kind of what we want. But if he was square more so with the line of scrimmage, gauge distance with his left hand, and then kind of defeated the offensive lineman's right hand with the offensive lineman's left hand with his right hand, he probably would have had a better shot. But he just kind of engaged and, try to get off a little bit. The ball came out quick, so I'm not going to knock him. I will say Indiana's getting rid of the ball pretty quick here, and I'm not going to knock Gross Matos, but there's this thing I got called projecting in Photoshop. I can kind of simulate what you was about to do. Let's see here. His athleticism ain't the best. Let me see if I can move this over, give us a better look of how he was running this thing from the beginning. Let's see. Yeah. So he looks a little clumsy running. Combine nerds, help me out. If you had a combine number, help me out. I don't remember. Y'all I'm not gonna call him by his whole name. I don't remember 99 running very much, so y'all tell me what his number was. I don't have it off the top of my head. Tell you what, some tight end just smoking this boy. Let's see what was this? Yeah, he was reading the run. I ain't gonna hate on him on that. I ain't gonna hate him. Let's see. He's on the right side of your screen. No, that's 18. The left side then. He's on the left side of your screen. Oh God, that ball get off. And you know what? We go back to violence, right? Violence, intensity. You know, like ass whoop relentlessness. Like he's the last one to come off the football here. Let me just go this. Let me just move this slow. Let me just tick 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 tick. Everybody's up and ready, and his hand's still on the ground, fam. That don't happen all the time, but I just hate it whenever it happens. Get your ass out your stance, 99. 99, which is longer than Yetur Gross Matos. Like he's just gonna push this tight end around and not get off of him, right? Ball came out quick though. Can't knock him for that. I don't know why they recommended me this Indiana game. This game's this is a terrible film to evaluate a defensive end off of. I'm having to do a lot of photoshopping and projecting and simulation, but it's cool. He's standing up. I hate when they do that to him. I hope he's coming forward. Let's see. Check him out. He's coming forward. All right, cool. It's a little better, but why you stop though, fam? It's a little better, but why you stop? Ah, goodness. Come on, keep going. It's probably a habit that could be fixed, man. Somebody cuss him out and fix him. He's on the right side of your screen, the right end on your screen. Hey, man, don't let these big children get hands on you, fam. 99. If I got anybody speaking Spanish, tell me if I'm saying 99 in Spanish right. Because I know, like, Chad Ochocinco was like Ocho Cinco, but that's not 85. That's 85. I think it's Ochenta y Cinco, yeah. But I don't know. I've been speaking English all my life. Tell me if I'm bugging there, y'all. Just let me know if I'm bugging. Let's see. I ain't got too much longer here with you. 99. Oh goodness. He's gonna run past me. Yeah. I ain't got too much longer with you, 99. The cat told me to watch the Indiana game. This ain't helping his cause. But I will listen to your story. Good job, 11. Oh goodness. Hey, let's watch 11 for a second. Hold on, time out. Hold on. Once. That's 11 in Spanish. Let's watch 11 for a second. That's effort. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're not watching film on you, my guy. But I do like fun plays. Let's see. 99 is right there. He is right up top there. Let's see. Yeah, he didn't help nobody there. He helped nobody cause here. All right, moving on. I ain't got long with your nasty Matos. I got a little bit longer. You ain't on the field. You catching a break. Okay, they got him at 0 now. Penn State like to do this little goofy mess too. This was in my notes for the previous portion or whatever, but I just didn't show it because I didn't really feel like I needed to show film of 99 playing 0, but pretty much the same. Let's get to about 3 more plays and we're going to get up out of here. For those of you that's watching this and y'all see me doing this long form, I used to do this all the time. This is my old way of doing videos, but I incorporated the editing. I think it's just a cleaner experience, and I get to my points quicker. So that's why that happened. But every now and then you'll still see me pull out one of these long forms, these long form videos where we just gonna run the film and see what happens. He's on the field. He's not on the field. He's catching a break. Boy, he sure is on that sideline a bunch. But I ain't talking crazy about him. Let's see. Let's watch like 3 more plays and get up out of here. He's not on the field. Okay. And I know when he's on the field because he wears long sleeves. Him and 18 wear long sleeves. Let's see. He's on the right side of your screen here. He's standing up, and which I hate when he does that. But he is standing up. So let's see what happens here. I don't know how they thought this would be a better game for him. Let's see. Like I know which games to show y'all. You know what I mean? I think I should get a little credit for that. Like I know which games to show y'all that properly, tells the story of the player. Let's see what this run play is. I can't hate him in the run game. I cannot hate him in the run game. No quarrels. But Noventa Nueve we just got some pass game stuff to work on. That's all. That's all. He's gonna squeeze that thing down real nice. Shit, I don't hate that play. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Let's see. Boy, this tackle. Oh, good job good job, Indiana offensive line. I know this ain't about y'all, but I know this ain't about Indiana offensive line. But boy, they just passed this thing along nicely. And Noventa Nueve just. All right, hold on. Let's see what we got. Wait. Finally, The Rock has come back to Penn State. Here we go. Pull some cloth. Okay. Hop, boom, dip. But my problem is that he doesn't do that all the time. Like I said, he'll have flashes of greatness, and he just won't get there. I said that early in the film. He'll have these flashes of greatness, and he just won't finish. He won't get there, but just see the flashes. So if you're we got another one. We got another one. Oh boy. Okay, there's a sack. So that's 2 plays out of 9 that I'm cool with. That's more than 9. 15. 2 plays out of 15 or so that I'm cool with. And then they put him back at 0 and we just, all right, cool. Back to our regular schedule. Let's watch 3 more. Let's see. He's at 0 again. I don't want to see you at 0, my guy. Come on. What quarter is this? It's the starting halftime? All right, cool. I don't want to see you at 0, my guy. I just don't want to see it. Well, I don't want to do that. 3 more plays and we gone. I promise. Like Colt McCoy in the Redskins uniform. Let's go. Yeah. I think if he has a plan, he'll be better. If he just rushes with a plan and pick up a little bit of technique, get more consistent at it, get more used to it, he'll probably be a little better than what he is. But that's just what you think about him. Setting that edge again. We talk about this in the run game. You ain't gonna get him up out of that 76. I give him that. You ain't just gonna get him up out the paint, my guy. I'm gonna be able to do it. Let's see. I hate this clap cadence too. It sucks. All right, that's ball game, y'all. Hey, whatever you feel about Yetur Gross Matos is how you feel about him. Of course, you can watch film on your own. I think we watched a good little bit here. So then we had the other film. So hey, man, this was just a part 2. It's gonna be in the same video. But appreciate y'all for watching, man. Salute, Doski Woski.